Welcome to the Georgia-Florida Baseball Show. This show is a production of Georgia Showcase Baseball and its owner, Coach Ben House. Ben, how you doing?
Doing good, KP. How are you?
I'm great. All right, I'm your host, Kevin Perkins. Today, our guest is one Omari Daniel. He is one of the most talented athletes in all of the Minnesota Twins Organization. Omari, how are you?
I'm good. Thank you guys for having me.
Thank you, Omari. Okay, today we are going to talk about this Atlanta native. He came through the travel ball, trainer ball, high school system. He has a great support system in Atlanta. He is an incredible athlete who's overcome a great deal of adversity. You basically missed two years due to injury, right?
Yes, sir.
And you managed to come back. First of all, congratulations on being back, being healthy, and being promoted to A-ball.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, man. Thank you, buddy. Thank you. Now, we're going to take a break right here. We're going to come back and we'll get into Omari, his development, his Little League ball, and all of that after this.
This is the Georgia-Florida Baseball Show, brought to you by Coach Ben House with Kevin Perkins from Surrounded by Sports.
Welcome back. First of all, like and subscribe this video. There'll be more information for you after the show about other things you can do when you comment here. Let's go back to your Little League a little bit. Let's try to talk about that. Now, you start playing ball, you said, basically real young. You've always been able to hit. You're 3, 4 years old. You can swing a bat. 4, 5, 6. You can hit it pretty good.
I was able to hit it pretty. Able to hit decent. I was mostly more of a try to infielder guy, but yeah, I was definitely able to hit the ball pretty far when I was a little kid for sure.
And you went through the process of like you as soon as you are eligible for T-ball, you're playing. Your parents have got you out there doing the thing. Now
I was mostly playing 3 sports. I was playing baseball, basketball, and football growing up until about like 6 years old. I chose basketball and baseball to keep playing, and I quit football. So around then, that's when I was playing both sports.
Right. You played basketball all the way up through high school too, right?
Yes, sir. To my junior year.
Yeah, that's tough. That's tough doing both. Ben was a 2-sport athlete at the high school level. You remember that, Ben?
Yes, sir.
It's a lot of work, ain't it?
Yeah, it's tough. Yeah, especially playing baseball and basketball because they go into each other.
Right.
To the seasons. Yeah, they go into each other's seasons.
Right. You always have, yeah, right. Okay, now let's go to, you get to Little League, you're 12 years old, and you and a group of very special young athletes go to Cooperstown. Is that right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, and now it was a neat experience. I think you're 12, you get to go stay in like the dorms and stuff. Is that right?
Yes, sir. We stayed in the dorms. Get to play. Everybody gets to talk about the wiffle ball games, like the wiffle ball games, how short the fields are. You get to hear about it, and when you actually get to see it, it's a great thing. It's a great thing to like play with your team. You got core memories within the team. Like we can always go back and talk about Cooperstown when we were 12 and what happened and what went down. But the games were also really fun, and able to play that with that group of kids was a great time.
Right. Now, Ben, that was a real special group of kids, right?
Yeah, I think we had 10 of the 12 kids on that team that's either playing collegiate baseball or professional baseball right now.
Right. Now, you've kept those contacts. Just real quick, you said it's a smaller field than you're used to playing.
Yeah. It's super small, way smaller than what I think everybody plays in. I don't know.
It's kind of made for TV, right? Being so small, you get a lot of home runs.
It's just let's see which team hit the most home runs at the end of the day.
Right. Okay, so we'll move on. You get into high school, you're playing 2 sports, things are going good. You have your junior year, you're really starting to separate yourself, and you throw a ball 97 miles an hour across the infield from shortstop. And you said that's what gets you on the scouts' radar, you believe. Is that right?
Yes, sir. That was the turning point of my career, my baseball career, and the scouting and baseball just came completely different after that.
Right. And as eyes get on you, well, hold on one second. Ben, when do you notice that Omari's a little different from a lot of guys?
Probably when he was about 7. I saw I saw the skill set. I saw the physicality that he had. I saw the balance that he had in his body. I saw him, he was a raw kid, but I just saw something in him that you don't really see in a 7-year-old kid. And I knew he was going to be special if he continued to work and train and do the things that he needed to do to be a good baseball player. And he did that.
Right. Right. And Omari, I want to fast forward just a second so people understand the caliber of athlete we're talking about when we talk about you, because you're a top 5 arm in the Twins organization. Is that correct?
Yeah, mostly. Yes, sir. Probably.
Okay. And the top 5 foot speed.
Probably. I'm up there. Yes, sir. For sure.
Right, because I want people to understand what level of athlete we're talking about when we're talking about you and how much potential you have. And when you get injured, your senior year starts, you're going in to try to close out a game from shortstop. You move from shortstop to the pitcher's mound. You get hurt. All of a sudden, a lot of people would think, "Oh my gosh, there's everything out the window," but that's not how you reacted to the injury.
No, sir. At the beginning, I was definitely upset, thinking the worst. But as after the surgery went through, Dr. Andrews made me feel like 100%. I was gonna come back 100%. I had no worries. I wasn't. Of course, you could all. I was. You could always look back and say, I wish I couldn't have got hurt, but it was like, what can I do now? Like, let's get healthy quick, but not rush it. Let's just get healthy and let's try to play the next baseball game, get to the next thing. It wasn't trying to sit around and mope that I got hurt. It was, let's get up and go and get to the next thing.
Right. The baseball play, move on to the next play, that style of attitude. Now, it had to be too, you get injured and you don't develop a self-pity type thing or a woe is me attitude. That has to have something to do with your parents, right?
Yes, sir. That's my dad. That's my dad. That's how he also thinks. My mom also thinks the same way. If you get knocked down, you're gonna get up and take another step. You're gonna keep going. You're gonna keep pushing until you can't anymore. So my parents are really big, were really big in that situation, and are really big throughout my baseball career. And also a nephew that keeps me, straight ahead and, try to be a role model for him and show him the ways.
Right. Now, Ben, Omari is a reflection of his parents. I'm sure you know them.
Absolutely. Not only his parents, but his uncles, his nephews. So he has a great support system. He's had that ever since he came up through the systems with Showcase. He's always his mom and dad always made sure that he was good on the mental and the physical side of things. His dad, I can remember times when he would come in here and train, leave here, he would train here for 2 hours, go have lunch, and go down to Mike Cameron's when Mike Cameron's was a facility and train again. Then he would leave there and go swimming. And you know what I mean? And his dad had him in boxing. So he's always trained. He's always had the mental aspect of the game and the physical aspect of it. And they've always kept him around positive people, doing the right things. His dad is real big, man, on making sure the detailed things are part of who Omari is. And I can remember also a time when Omari didn't always come to practice. And I would ask his dad, I was like, man, I'm catching flack from a lot of these parents about Omari not coming to practice all the time. And he explained to me, and he was like, listen, you have 100 plus kids to worry about. I have one. And, when Omari comes to practice, he's only going to get maybe 10, 15 ground balls when he can train and go and get hundreds of ground balls at one time. And, you know,
Right.
I couldn't say anything about that because his work is reflected what he did on the field. You know what I mean? So, you know, it wasn't an argument. You know, I just wanted to know why he wasn't at practice. And when he explained to me, you know, I could see it. Everyone could see it, but it was undeniable, you know, the work that he puts in each and every day. So, and he continues to do that, man, even till the day, you know, when he comes home, you know, he'll come up here and swing with Jamie, some of the kids. And so, so he's just a very hardworking young man. He's always been a very hardworking young man, and sky's the limit for him. And I just pray that he has a healthy season this year and much success.
Right. And he was at practice. He just wasn't in the same facility they were.
Yes. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Exactly.
Right. And it sounds like, too, your dad had an overall vision. You know, he's got you swimming, which is full coordination, your whole body. He's got you boxing, which is quickness and eye-hand coordination. Sounds like he had a pretty good plan on what you needed to be doing.
Yeah, he just wanted to make me, you know, the best athlete I can be. You know, once I told him I wanted to play baseball and I wanted to play sports, he took me right. I mean, it was straight into it. You know, 9 years old, coming straight out of camp, and he's like, "We're not doing summer camp no more. We're training every summer. We're working." So once I told him I wanted to be an athlete, that's what he wanted me to be. So that's what happened.
Awesome. Now let's move into, I want to hit on one thing that I think your attitude has got to be special in the clubhouse, because everybody needs people upbeat around them, and in a team environment, that's vital. But one thing that was important to you and that upset you about your senior year was you didn't get to be there with your friends on the field, but you made sure you showed up for all the games. You made sure you showed up for a lot of practices. Is that true?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I tried to make every practice, every game. I definitely made every game for sure. Tried to make every practice unless I was, you know, doing stuff with baseball that I had to go do for PT or something. That's why I wasn't at practice. But, you know, being able to cheer those guys on, even though I missed my senior, I was a big leader on the team that senior year, taking over, you know, Charlie Condon's spot. He's at Georgia right now, about to be a top pick, you know, taking over his spot. So that was a big thing for me to be able to try to be a leader still being hurt on the field.
Right. Now, there are obviously, with the injury and the Tommy John surgery, you begin to maybe whether or not you're going to get drafted or drafted in a place where you would go pro gets into question. I think you were an Oregon State commit originally, but then you thought maybe I'll
University of Oregon.
Huh?
University of Oregon.
Oh, the Ducks. Okay, my bad.
Yes, sir.
I apologize. But then I think you said something about maybe going to Northwest Florida State.
Yes, sir. After I tore my UCL, I committed to Northwest Florida State.
Right. Was that maybe in hopes that the next year you might get drafted?
Yes, sir. That was going to be a plan to, you know, I wasn't able to play senior year, so let's try to have my senior year at a JUCO and get drafted the next year.
Right. If you don't know, if you're watching this and you don't understand that, in baseball, if you go to a 4-year school, you have to be there 2 years before you can get drafted. If you go
you got to be 21.
Correct. Or if you go to a JUCO, you can get drafted every year. So that explains why that happened like that. And Doug Martin's a good ball coach. That's a good program to have over there. You know, that was good.
I went to the field the day before my surgery, actually.
Okay.
I went to Northwest Florida, saw the facilities. Coaches were really good to me. Really nice facilities.
Right. But hey, things work out. You get drafted, and I think you said it was on the third day and you were kind of washing dishes or something.
Yeah.
You heard your name?
Yeah, we were. I mean, me and my buddies were over. You know, I had a call, you know, supposed to get drafted. So I just told two of my buddies to come over, said I might get drafted today. And crazy enough, I wasn't prepared for it. And it just happened. You know, the whole house lit up and was happy for me.
Right. Now, what goes into the decision-making process? Because you could go back to Northwest Florida State and make another run and get drafted in a different spot, but you talk to your friends, you talk to your support system. What was that process like, and why did you decide to go pro?
You know, when I was growing up, it was baseball. I mean, I was basketball first mostly until my junior year. That's when it was baseball. But you know, growing up, wanting to play professional baseball is a dream for everybody. And you know, I think, and I know that the Twins were a great organization to go to get healthy and become the best baseball player I can be with their development system. So choosing that, it wasn't, you know, this is better than that. I thought the Twins were the best option for me at that time.
Yeah, I got the impression when you were talking to me about it that you thought you could get healthier and they would be
Yeah, I thought
well
the
suited.
Twins had better facilities to get me healthy and on the field quicker with their trainers and with their development system to turn me into the baseball player I can be.
Right, right. And you get there, but then of course, as we were talking about, luck would have it, you get injured.
Yes, sir.
Labrum on the other side.
Yes, sir. I tore my left. Well, I'm pretty sure my labrum was already torn before, but left labrum surgery in July.
Okay, and then you have to go through that. That had to be tough on you, but you stay upbeat still.
Yeah. I had, you know, of course, Dad flew with me to Minnesota. The Twins let me go home for a couple weeks, which was a great thing for me to see my family and that support system. And then the Twins took care of me from there. You know, they gave me a regimen. I stuck to it. I was almost really healthy. I was really healthy before my supposed to be healthy. Like the Twins we did a really great job, stayed persistent on my shoulder, and I haven't had any issues with it.
Right, right. Okay, so let's take a quick break. We're going to get a commercial in, and then we're going to come back and wrap this up, talking about you, the future, and all of that after this.
Yes, sir.
And we are back. Like and subscribe. Watch till after this part of the video is over, talking to Omari. And look, Omari, you put into work and you're healthy. How excited are you to be back playing ball again?
I'm really excited to have a full healthy year of baseball under my belt and being able to play with a team, low A group of guys. I'm very excited for this year for sure.
Right now, I'm going to take a wild guess. You know that your talent will carry the day if you just keep working.
Yes, sir, for sure. If I
You
keep
100%.
working and being able to get these games under my belt, I'll be able to show what I can do to everybody for sure.
Right. You can't wait to show everybody what you can do.
Nah, I'm just waiting for my time to come.
Right. Right. Man, I am so impressed with you and dealing with what you've dealt with. I mean, I think it's, if I researched you correctly, you've played 17 games in 2 years.
Yeah.
Right. And now all of a sudden you're getting to get back on the field, you're getting to show what you can do. Ben, what do you think about this?
It just shows the resilience that he has. It just shows all the work that he's done over the past few years throughout his baseball career. It just shows the support system that he has with his, you know, with the positive attitude that he has. So it's just a number of things that he's done over the years that's, you know, just now showing, you know, him being a professional baseball player now and having to deal with adversity and how he's dealing with adversity. It's just gonna make him a better young man, a better ball player, but more importantly, it's gonna make him a better young man.
Right. Right. Omari, on this show, we talk about a lot of stuff, and tenacity is one of them. And I think that some people believe that tenacity comes along with being rough around the edges.
Mm-hmm.
And that's not at all true, is it?
Nah, not at all. It's just not at all.
You answer the bell. That's all it is.
Yeah,
You ain't got to be mad to answer the bell. You know it's your time to go.
Yes, sir, for sure.
Right. I think I want to wrap on that, man. Omari, thank you for your time. Ben, tell people how they can get in touch with you.
My contact is 678-469-5994. My IG is showcase_baseballga, and my email is showcasebaseball.georgia spelled out @gmail.com.
Good deal. Good deal. Omari, real quick, is there anything you want to say before we go?
Thank you, Showcase, and thank you, KP, for having me.
Awesome. Also, you want to tell people how they can follow you?
Omari Daniel, but instead of an O, it's a 0.
Okay. All right, guys. Thank you very much for watching. Stay tuned for a message after the episode's over. And guys, appreciate you very much. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Welcome back, folks. I am here on location, Pensacola Beach. We call it location. That's what we're going to do. Thank you for watching that last episode of Georgia Showcase Baseball. Thank you for watching the last few. Please continue to watch these episodes. Please continue to comment. The winner of the t-shirt contest was Mr. Must Be Nice. You're all ready to go, man. Contact us at 678-46-95994. Or you can email us at showcasebaseball.georgia@gmail.com. That's showcasebaseball.georgia@gmail.com. You get to talk to Ben, you get your shirt. Thank you for commenting, thank you for liking them. The interview with Omari was great. We're going to talk to a coach that recruited him before Omari went to the Twins organization. And that's going to be interesting because that's going to enlighten you on the junior college process. That's coming up in a couple of weeks. Thank you so much again. Take care of yourselves.